So what we're going to do, we're going to work on getting these two cross braces taken loose. We got two 10mm bolts up here. Once we get those off, I'm also going to work on both the horns and then I'm going to work on this latch assembly, getting it out. That way we got enough clearance to get this condenser out without taking the upper radiator support off. So it doesn't matter where you start. You want to start with the horns, so be it. Gently set them to the side. And get the nuts off the braces. Now, the bottom portion of these braces have two 8mm bolts that come in from the back side. Now, you can't get in there with any kind of air tools. It's going to give you a little wrench down in here to get to it and start backing off on the 8s. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take the 10mm all the way off. I'm just going to back them off so that way I can pull that support rod and let it hang down. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Once I back it off, I'm just going to go ahead and pivot it down and out of my way. Anytime you're dealing with a latch that you're going to be taking off, you want it to go back in the location where it was. If it's too far one way or not, the hood's going to hit coming down, or it's not going to close fully level like it was before. Now if you want, you can come around here for permanent marker, paint your line around the bolts. So that way when you go back with it, you'll know you got them exactly lined up and you don't have to worry about making any kind of adjustments. And we're going to take the two 10mm nuts off for the hood latch. Once we pick it up, we're going to pull the cable off its mount right here, sit it to the side. That way we got the clearance we need for that condenser to come out this way. So being that the AC condenser is going to be replaced on this vehicle, we've got to do something very important. We've got to remove the Freon from the system. So definitely either take it to a shop to have it removed, or if you've got access to an AC machine, don't forget to remove the Freon. It's a very important step, because if you take anything loose under pressure, you're going to hurt yourself or cause possible damage to the vehicle. So definitely don't forget to take the Freon out, and when you get done, don't forget to put the Freon back in. Now over here on the driver's side is where the AC lines are that go into the condenser. It's got a 13mm nut on it. Go ahead and back it off. Get it fully released. We'll pull off the line, sit it to the side. Now we just got to deal with the power steering cooler down here and the two trans lines on the passenger side. Now here's your power steering cooler right here. There's two plastic fasteners that go through the AC condenser that have retainers on the back, and they got little fingers that come off that the cooler snaps onto. Now what you've got to do, you've got to release on the back side. There's a portion you need to squeeze, not the outer portion that it sits in, but right behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze in on the little fingers back here on the back side. And when I do, I can pull the cooler off on that side. Like I said, that portion stays with the condenser. This portion comes off. We'll do the same thing on the driver's side. There we go. We can set that to the side. Now get that off. Now on the passenger side here, you can actually see where the trans lines go in. The white pieces we see with the blue paint, those are actually locks to kind of keep the line in place. Basically, it keeps the spring-loaded clips from wanting to pop out. So it's kind of a backup system, basically, in case the clips fail. They can't spread out because these plastic rings are covering them up. So you just got to kind of release them, slide them back. Now, they make a special tool to get on these trans lines to get up in here to release them. Now, I look at it a little bit different. I'm replacing the condenser. My condenser comes with the new clips on it. So if I just take the clips out, I can just pull the line straight out. And the way I do that is with a pick. Now, let's go ahead and show you how to do that. I want to show you on this bottom one here how I'm going to work on taking it out. Now I can go from the back side, or I can come to the front. I just find one little edge to get a pick up under. Once you get up under it, you can get it tool, the pick wedged up in there, and you can start pulling on it. There you go. I like to save these two in case I ever lose them. So there, I've got the clip off. Now the clip's off, I can just work on wiggling the line and take the line off. I don't have to use a special tool. Like I said, the new condenser will come with those clips on there. And like I said, the good thing is, if you do enough of these, save the clip, because sometimes if you're doing some work, you may lose it. So it's always good to have a backup. I want to move on to do the upper one, and then we'll get ready to take this condenser off. Now on the passenger side, the way the condenser is attached, you've got a little hook right here you got to push up on. Comes off the radiator. You pull up on that, that'll release the passenger side. Now we got to show you how to do the driver's side. Now here's the upper portion of the driver's side. Now we've got to squeeze in on this to release that portion of the condenser. So between what I just showed you on the passenger side and this side of the driver's side, we should be able to start working it loose. Now we got them released. We'll just start working it forward, grab both sides and lift straight up. And what we got here on the back side of this AC condenser are the mounts for the power steering cooler. This is the backside retainers that hold it in place. They go through the condenser on the backside. These snap on, and we got to reuse these things. We got to get down in here to open up the locks, work them off. That way we can reposition them onto the new one. Now you'll have a little, I would say a hole, but inside the fins you'll have a large opening here and there, so you'll know we're about to line it up on the new one. If you need to, you can take some measurements from left to right, up and down, transfer them over to the condenser, and then reinstall the mounts. What we need to do is get something up under here. I'm going to use a combination of a couple tools. I got to have some leverage. Get my tool right here. Get me a straight pick. And I've got a tool with 3 fingers that are kind of latched on. I need to open up each one of them. Take your time, go around. As you're doing it, apply a little pressure. There we go. We've got the lock off on this side. I'll move over to the other one, and then we'll work on transferring these mounts over to the new condenser. So we can go ahead and pull the mounts off the old condenser. Set them to the side. Now, we know about where they're located on the old one. Now, if you look at the new one already has some holes as well. So all I got to do is grab the new one, line it up, slide it into its flush, move over to the one that's adjacent to it that lines up with what looks like on the original one over here. So there we go. We've got a mounts for our power steering cooler now. They're on. Now we've got to install the retainers. Reach from the back side, hold the front side, push down till they lock. Move over to the other side as well. And there we go. Now we're ready to go ahead and sit this back in the vehicle. Before we go back, I want to show you the transmission lines, the quick connects. What I'm moving right here is the clip. The clip is right there. As you slide the line in, it will lock in place, and that white retainer will slide over to keep this crimped down to where it doesn't want to come loose. Like I said, there's a special tool that goes around the line that you would put on, and you would turn, and it would spread the clip. This is what the special tool that we use looks like. They come in different shapes and sizes. This one is made to go around the line, and then what you could do is slide it down onto a lock, and then as you rotate it, it spreads the E-clip. Then you can pull the line off. Now, the fingers is what you're looking at right here. That's what engages. There's 3 recessed areas, and there's 3 little recessed areas on that clip that I showed you earlier. So once you get it in, you just kind of rotate it till it spreads it, and you'll feel it start spreading. It gets a little tight, then you pull the line off. Like I said, my method is just take the clip off because we're not reusing this. This is getting replaced. So that's one way you can do it without having this special tool. Now, if you're doing a repair that you have to remove this and reinstall it, then you're going to need a special tool. This is what we use. Now I showed you step by step everything you need to know about removing that AC condenser / transmission cooler. The main thing, like I said, if you get the latch out of the way, you got clearance right here to tilt it forward and come up. Other thing is on those cross braces, you don't have to physically take them off. Just back off on the 8mm as far as you can get them, enough to cause the braces to drop down in there. Once you grab the power steering coil, unsnap it from the condenser and lay it down, you've got plenty of room to lean this forward and come up. So the installation is just the opposite of removal. Just follow each step one by one. You've got the AC lines off. I'd recommend replacing the seals on it if possible. If not, you should be okay. But as far as being into it already, I'd go ahead and replace the 2 seals for the AC lines going to the condenser. Otherwise, everything's pretty cut and dry. So there you go. Now you know what you need to do to replace that AC condenser on that Jeep Grand Cherokee. Everything from removing the front bumper cover, what brackets you need to loosen up, get out of the way, latch assembly, close out panels, all those steps are right there. So just take your time, everything should be fine. Installation is the opposite of removal. Definitely make sure you take the Freon out first so you don't cause any damage to you or the vehicle. At this point, ask for any kind of thumbs up on YouTube. Don't forget to like me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter and check me out on Instagram as well. Got any kind of comments or suggestions about Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Rams? Please feel free to email me at david@motorcitymechanic.com, and I'll try to get back to you in a timely manner. As always, thank you for watching these videos.